Okay, everybody, so let's move on to some cantaloupe. What I want to do with these cantaloupes, I think, is I am going to put them through my food processor, and we're going to pour that into these little finger molds. That way we'll have nice little finger pieces of cantaloupe, and they should look real pretty when we're done. So today I'm going to cut up these cantaloupes. I'm going to start with one. I got 3 packages of 2, so I got 6 of these molds. We'll fill them up and see how many cantaloupe it takes to do that. So let's get started with the cantaloupe. First thing we're going to do is get rid of the seeds. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got our cantaloupe de-seeded. I'm just going to cut it in slices. Get any more seeds that I missed. And we're just going to cut this into little chunks and put it into my blender. Alright, that's half a cantaloupe. Now we may have to add some water to this to get this to blend up. But let's do a pull. Let me plug it in first. These ones work a lot better when you plug them in. Alright, let's see what we got. Well, I didn't have to add no water to that at all. It juiced up real nicely. So what I think I'm going to do is put these on here, because we are going to pre-freeze them. So I'm going to try and fill them on the tray. That way I don't have to transfer them to something I can carry them to the freezer to. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer these to the freezer, get them frozen solid. I am going to do 4 more molds like that. So it probably should work just about right, where I might have half a cantaloupe that I can eat. But so we'll get this in the freezer, get it all frozen solid, and next time you see it, we'll be popping them out of the molds. I'll see you then. And there you have it. So I got 1.5, a little more than a little less than a half, so 1 and a little less than a half of the cantaloupes. And I filled 6 of these molds, which will give me 60 pieces of treats. And this cantaloupe is delicious too, let me tell you. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright, so Once again, we'll get these all frozen solid. I'll get these wrapped up and put in the fridge, and I'll be eating those. We'll get these all frozen solid, then we'll come back on the video and I'll show you me taking them out of the mold. I'll see you then. Okay, so these have been in the freezer for 24 hours. And I went ahead and made up another batch so that I got 4 trays of these fingers, just because they sound so good. So I'm just popping them out of the mold right now. There you go. Now what I'll do is I'll do the rest of those 3 trays off camera. I'm going to stick these back in the freezer and get my freeze dryer up and running and pre-frozen, and then we'll pop these in the freeze dryer. I'll see you when they come out. Okay, there you go. These came out really, really light. So that was 40 hours plus that I always run in my freeze dryer. We're going to package these temporarily because I am not going to be dipping these tonight. Those are really light, so I'm going to be careful. Okay, so I got 2 gallon bags out of those 4 trays. I am going to put, these are gallon bags, I'm going to put 2 300cc O2 absorbers in each bag. Ziploc goes shut for now. And I'll put a heat seal on those. And when we're ready, we're going to make those into something nice. Let's see what one of these tastes like just with no coating. Oh yeah. Sweet cantaloupe flavor. Very delicate. Instantly melts in your mouth. I can just imagine what the surprise coating I'm going to do on these is going to come out like. So, next time you see these, we'll be coating them into some coating. I'll see you then. Okay, I'm finally getting around to dip these. So, for my surprise, of course, by the time you see this video, it'll be in the title. For my surprise coating for this cantaloupe, I'm going to use chocolate mint. Because I read that mint and cantaloupe go together very well. So, we are going to do chocolate mint. And again, I am just going to melt these according to the package directions. Then what I thought I would do, we're going to try my drizzle again. Once these are fully coated, I am going to drizzle them with an orange drizzle, so we know that it's got cantaloupe on the inside. I thought that would be a nice touch. So, let me get these melted and I will be right back. Okay, there we go. That's nice and smooth. Now I got about 4 bags of those wafers, but we're going to do them in small batches. Now, I'm not sure that I'm going to coat all of these today. I bagged these up, I think, in 2 bags. We're just going to probably do 1 bag today. Put those in there. We'll take out O2 absorbers here in a minute. And we're going to get to dipping. Alright. So we got our stick, our finger, we're going to call it, into the chocolate. Roll it around. around. You want to make sure it is 100% coated, no holes. Shake off the excess and onto our parchment paper. And when you're scraping that off, if you see a little hole on there, just cover it up with some chocolate. Just like that. Now these do have a bottom end to them that are flat, so I'm kind of trying to make that the bottom end for the after I dip them too. It don't really matter. That's just a little detail there. Again, we are keeping a close eye to make sure we don't see any of that orange peeking through, and that is going to be the secret to keeping these for any period of time without O2 absorbers and air sealing them, trying to keep the moisture out. This chocolate will keep it nice and sealed. And the last one, so this is 40, which was 2 trays, and I did use 2 bags. I got plenty of chocolate left over, but we don't waste that. Once that solidifies, we can put this bowl in a nice bowl of hot water, being careful not to get any water into this bowl. Let that warm up a bit, and that'll come right out. Then we can wrap that up and store it for the next time. So there's 40 of them, which was 2 trays of freeze-dried cantaloupe and 2 bags of the chocolate mint dip. So let me get this cleared away, and I am going to melt up my orange stripes. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so I'm only going to use a half a bag of these for now anyway. So we're going to have to be careful melting those according to the bag directions, but I won't put those in for a minute. I'll just do it, start out at 30-second intervals until that's nice and melted. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I got a little Ziploc bag in there. There's my melted orange color. It's vanilla flavor, but orange colored. They had a lot of pretty colors at Michael's as well. Take that out. Get that all squeezed down to the corner of the bag. I'm going to cut a little bitty tip off of there. And we're going to drizzle them. I'm not really squeezing this, I'm letting gravity take its toll. Hopefully I'm getting this in the camera. I didn't think about that. there you go. Those look pretty. So I'm going to let those solidify, and we'll be back for a fantastic taste test. My mouth is watering just thinking about that. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, those are solidified nicely. Let's get them trayed up. I'm going to trim off any excess there. I'll be right back. There you go. There they are, trayed up for a nice pretty thumbnail. Now let's do a taste test. Having already tested one off camera, I'm going to tell you, these are beautiful. Check that out. There's my cantaloupe in the center. Can you see that? Is it focused? Nice and airy. A beautiful, beautiful cantaloupe flavor on that. Man. Those are good. The mint that I used that I got from Michael's is not overpowering on this. It's a subtle mint, and that just blends so well with that cantaloupe and that chocolate. Man. So far, this is the best one that I've done so far. And it wasn't that hard to do. It was quite easily done. Just pureed the melon. And I got all these, which was 40 pieces from one cantaloupe, basically, because I bought 2 cantaloupes and I did 4 trays, and actually I ended up with, I don't know, a quarter of a cantaloupe that I ate on my own, left over from those 2 cantaloupes. So not a lot of melons, not really a huge amount of time to dip these, but let me tell you, it's worth the effort. This, I'm glad I didn't open those other ones, because these are going to be in part of my Christmas box I make up, I think. These are just beautiful. If you don't try any of my other ones that I've showed you so far, which is what? Apples, bananas, and celery. If you don't try any of those, you have got to try these. Like I say, I got 2 cantaloupes, pureed them, 2 bags of the mint chocolate wafers from Michael's, and then I bought a bag of orange colored vanilla flavored wafers and melted those down for the drizzle. So easy to do, and let me tell you, that is so rewarding. These are absolutely gorgeous. I really hope you enjoy these. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you try these out, because if you do and you like cantaloupe, you're gonna love these. I'll see you next time. Oh, almost forgot. We are seeing how long these apples last that I've stored in my Ziploc bag here on my table. No air, no O2 absorber, no desiccant, just Ziplocked in a Ziploc bag. It's left on the table. So I was looking at the calendar, and this has been 25 days. So let's see if they still got a snap. Yep, still got a snap. 25 days coated in chocolate, but it's not really chocolate. It's wafers. It's imitation chocolate, but you get the point. 25 days, still crunchy. Oh yeah. Not as good as those though. Alright, now I'll really see you next time.